With my mouth.
Not supposed to eat it. Does love make you sick?
Does love make you sick?
Are you feeling love?
Are you feeling lovesick? Oh,
We have a special guest.
we have a special guest today.
Speaking of puppy love.
Aw.
Aw, look at the little doggy.
I feel that.
You're not supposed to eat it.
Uh-uh.
Oh my, how'd you get so much? Did she
Uh-uh.
suck in instead of blow out?
I think maybe there. Oh, mm, it's fine.
All right, take two.
This is Dougie, aka Little Mugaboo. Mugaboo. Look,
Say hi,
Mugaboo.
Mugaboo.
Hi, Muggers. Little Mugaboo. And he is our chug. He's Wawa mixed with a pug. He's 13 years old.
There he is. Look at the
And
camera. Look at the friend.
yes, but
Hey, look at the
baby,
friends with your little tongue hanging out. There you go.
little
There it is.
out.
Look over here. Over here. Cookie.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do a little debut with little Mugaboo. And he's just looking at Julie, all obsessed with little Jules. Mugaboo. Ow, he just poked me with that one
One
tooth.
tooth.
Okay, I gotta explain this. When he was a puppy, and I would take him in the bed with me, and he would be all wound up, and this is the only way that he would calm down is he would lick my ear,
Really?
lick my earlobe. So
Aw.
13 years later, when I still take him into bed with me, he licks my earlobe to calm him down like a little pacifier, and then there's that tongue. Look at him.
Aw.
And then he cuddles under the blanket and he goes to sleep. So that
Aw.
my little earlobe
It's
is
his binky.
his binky. Now, for those that are like, oh my goodness, your dog's licking your face. Okay, first of all, we don't let our dogs lick our face. So that's why when he was a puppy, he would go to lick my face. I redirect him to my earlobe.
Huh?
And so he remembers that. And even, like I said, when he gets a little bit anxious, and then he'll hop up and lick my earlobe. And
Which they're not allowed in here normally. So he's in some
yeah,
place he's not usually allowed to be.
right. I don't allow him in my office. Anyways,
Thank you, Nettie, for making our love confetti.
yes, Nettie made our love confetti. And so this is little Dougie, aka Little Mugaboo. I'm Mugaboo. You want me to sing happy birthday? All of our dogs, when we sing happy birthday, they sing along with it. So we're going to see if he'll sing with us. Never tried it independently, but we're going to try. Okay?
Okay.
Hope we don't get demonized for singing happy birthday. Demonetized. We say
We say
demonized.
demonized.
Okay, so let's see if he'll sing with us. Okay, so all those that
Yes.
for February, if you have a birthday in February, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Yes, oh my God. Yeah, you're a wonderful singer. Yeah, so if there's anybody out there, record labels, and you want to sign on Little Mugaboo, he's a wonderful singer. And he can sing opera too.
Oh, he loves opera.
Yeah, he can sing opera real good too. Yeah, that's a wonderful debut, isn't it? Little Mugaboo. Oh, the other ones are out.
He literally just knocked the door.
Yeah, our other ones are knocking out the door. They heard me just howling.
Literally was just like a little.
Yep. So we're gonna say bye to Mugaboo and put him back out there with his mommy and his bros. You want to go see Bro?
Mugaboo's not sure about me sometimes.
You want to go? You want to go back out with your bros?
You want to go
All
out with
right.
your bros?
Wonderful debut, and we'll be debuting the other ones later. We'll have a different debut, but little Mugaboo, he's my little pup. 13 years, and he's still kicking. Has some ailments, but he still has a lot of there's that tongue. He lost all of his teeth. That's why his tongue
Except
hangs out.
one.
Yeah, he has this one little tooth in the front here that pokes out. But he's so darn cute.
I know.
Look at him.
You can get him close to the camera.
Look at him. A Mugaboo. Little Mugaboo, you're so precious. You're such a good little singer. All right. Say hi to our Skripts and Giggles fans and our supporters and to all the record labels. Huh? You might do a duet with Patti LaBelle.
There you go.
Yeah, Patty. There you go. How about that? You wanna go back out and see Bros? Alright. Alright. You wanna go put him back out? I'm gonna put him down and you just let him out. He wants to go see he wants to go
Don't go
see his
out
his
the boys.
Bros. He misses mommy and Bro.
There you go.
He's got confetti on his nose. Oh my, we got
Oh my goodness. You might
here's
as well show 'em.
I might as well show 'em all. Come here. Okay, let me pick this one up. This is our big boy. This is Milo.
You think he's a lap dog.
This is Milo. He's our baby. He is our well, I can't say the word. He's our attention Jezebel.
Yes.
He loves attention. Yes, you heard us singing.
He loves love.
He loves love. And so he's our big boy. And let me tell you, he's a rescue. And when I went to get him, the only reason that we was going to get 3 dogs, I wanted a pug. And when I went to pick him up, they said he's full-bred pug. Does he look like a full-bred pug? No. But he was so lovable, and sadly and unfortunately, the lady that was getting rid of him, she had cancer, and after we got him, to the day of a week,
Huh, that's
I was notified that she passed away. So, um, he has brought some heartache, meaning he's my wife and I like small little dog, and he's a big dog. Okay, people say he's not, but to us, he's big. And, I got hair all over
compared to
us.
the other.
Yeah, compared to the other ones, the other one, he didn't come in, was Ralphie. He's our deer-head Chihuahua.
He's the youngest of the bunch.
No, Milo is the youngest,
Oh.
believe it or not. Ralphie, I think he's 8. I think he's 8. And him and Dougie go everywhere. They're like Ralph is the best. He's lovesick.
Love
He's lovesick though. So, Milo's our youngest. I think he's 3, and he's brought us a lot of love. He's a handful,
lot of love, a lot of hair.
a lot of hair. But he has very needy, very needy.
He
We
needs look, literally, he sat on me earlier with both his paws on either side of me like that, looked me right in the face, like, "Just hug me."
yeah.
I just touched him.
So he's very needy and he loves people. He does though. Absolutely. There is not a mean bone in his body. The other 2, they can sometimes, you know, pack him a little bit, and he's much bigger than them, but he has never done anything
He
back.
doesn't really fight back.
He doesn't fight back or anything.
He'll
He's
just
just
growl at like,
big,
"Leave me."
lovable dog. For those that don't, people might know this because oh,
I pushed it over there to
okay,
get
yeah, people might know this, but I just think it's kind of interesting when I found out, which has been years ago. They say dogs are men's best friend, and go backwards.
oh,
And I just thought, well, how neat is that? I just wonder if the person that came up with the word dog, if they knew that, man's best friend and God,
mhm,
and God is your best friend.
right.
I just think it's interesting.
Wonder what Adam originally named
Dog.
dogs, and if dog is somehow
Mhm.
derived,
Yeah,
and if
right.
it
Right.
we'll have to look that up. Things that make you go,
Yeah.
"Hmm."
So we
Alright.
that's our debut. We wanted to debut our little lovable muggables and well,
Yeah.
mine, Nettie, my wife, Nettie, and I's, but wanted to introduce them to our Scripple family.
Scribble.
Or
Did you just now come up with that?
I did. Just
Pretty good.
yeah, Scripple.
Script and giggle fun.
Scripts and giggles and your Scribbles. And so I just wanted to introduce them to you.
Scriggle.
Skiggles.
You said scribble to start with.
Scripples. Yeah. Scribbles.
Giggles.
No, that's Skittles.
I didn't think it I can't even say it right. Wrong now. Wrong right.
Well, maybe we can ask our listeners
Yeah, how should we
what
put
would
it
you
all
like to be
together?
called?
Right.
Yeah.
You wanna be called Scripples? Giggles? Or
Or gifts? To our gifts out there.
Gibson Scriggles?
Gifts yeah. But
Oh, I know what I was gonna tell you. I was once in a Mexican restaurant and went into the bathroom, and this was before, like, I'm old, so it was before cell phones were a thing.
mhm.
Very much. I mean, they were a thing, but it wasn't like everybody was carrying one, and, nor did they probably take pictures at the time. But I went in, and on the back of the toilet,
Feel
there
that?
there was a little sign that said, Please giggle the handle.
Oh my goodness. So did you turn around and just start laughing at it?
I did. I wanted to go, nope, didn't work.
Is it flush or nothing?
Mm.
Oh,
I wish so bad I had the means to take a picture at the time because it was funny.
that
Still
is
funny.
funny. It is funny.
Mhm. It was pre-kids, so it was over 25 years
Yeah.
ago. Kevin,
We're getting old. I'm in here one time in our little scooters.
we'll have to get a bigger space
Yeah.
or get rid of all your stuff,
We'll
your
co
books.
yeah, we'll come in here with more attachments than Hoover Upright.
Right.
We'll have our oxygen strapped on us or canes or Hoover or
Right.
everything else.
I'm gonna wear a cute little old lady hat.
We won't have bifocals, we'll have, like,
Try
octafocals.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have to look out of different parts of our eyes to see
We'll
that
be
thing.
yeah, they probably be like big like big
Yeah, like
fly eyes, like big
yeah,
thick, and we'll be in here who knows, by then, might have some kinda
right.
AI version.
If we don't get any more followers, subscribers, and likers, and commenters, and all that,
Yes,
we won't even be doing this in our life
well,
tomorrow.
that's true. It depends on our on our followers.
Love us, followers. Love us.
Yes, we wanna hear from
To
you.
us, love would be sharing, liking, subscribing,
Yes.
rating. What else?
And some people might be like, "Boy, they're really desperate." Yes,
Yes, we are.
we want to hear from you.
We've got
We
something to
don't
say.
care.
We've got stuff to
Say,
say,
and we wanna hear from
and
you.
it's good stuff.
And what do you want to hear? What do you wanna, us to talk about? We wanna we're doing this for you. And so we
Well,
wanna
we're doing it for him,
oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah, we're doing it for him to
but
help,
for them.
but we're doing it for him to help you. Help us help, like
Help
we
us help
said.
you help others.
Yes. And in the meantime, it helps us.
It does.
So, there's a lot of help going on.
It helps us to help you to help others
Yes,
when you help us.
yes, it does. Wow, a lot. Okay, so we're gonna digress, and we are gonna
No, we
continue.
did digress.
We
No, just now we
we
digressed.
digress.
Now
Yep.
we're gonna gress.
We're aggressive.
No, not regressing, we're aggressing.
As long as we're not being aggressive. So, okay, so we are continuing our, part 2 of Love Sick.
Love sick, baby,
They
love
love sick.
sick.
Love we are our scripture we're looking at is Song of Solomon and chapter 2, and we left off last episode describing what love sickness is. So, if you wanna go back and watch part 1, it is Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verses 1 through 17. So we are continuing with love sickness occurs when someone dear and precious is absent,
Mm,
creating a sick feeling when separation exists.
yeah,
We talked about go ahead.
I just wanted to interject something. I remember being at a ladies group one time and somebody said that they think the reason or they pointed out that the reason that we get so sad when a loved one passes away, even if it's a loved one that we know had a relationship with Jesus and they're in heaven, but we're still sad, is because our souls were created to live forever.
Yeah.
Our bodies were created originally to live forever
Hmm. Until sin enters.
until sin entered the world. So, because of that, and someone passing away causes a disruption in that. She said it so much more eloquently than I did, than I am. But that causes us to feel that sadness because they aren't here anymore, even though we know that they're in heaven, they're with Christ. Um,
And
we were
that
just all meant to live together forever,
and that also can bring love sickness.
and that can bring love.
Yeah, we're thinking, it's not only that, you have somebody we're talking about a love,
Right.
and you're pursuing or they're pursuing you or they're here, on the earth now and everything like that. But as it
We're
says,
separated
we're separated as it says, um,
from
it's
someone
a
we love.
separation from somebody we love. And well, we've also heard that, somebody can die of their heart was broke. Have
Mhm,
a broken heart,
mhm,
that their spouse had passed, and there
mhm.
wasn't it could be not long after they passed away.
My grandparents.
Yeah, and a lot of people say that it can be they died of a broken heart, or they could have died of love sickness,
Mhm.
of being so
There's all
sick,
kinds of
and there's a lot that it brings you to they don't wanna eat,
mhm.
because you lost your love,
You lost your other
your
half.
one true love.
Mhm.
So, very good. Yeah, this, Song of Solomon depicts love sickness as involving desperate searching. The bride seeks her beloved by night and through the city streets in chapter 3. And when he departs unexpectedly, her soul fails her as she seeks him without finding him. That's also in Song, uh, Song of Solomon, chapter 5. Now, beyond romantic love, the psalm transfers this language of longing to a spiritual desire. So it's not only a physical, it's not only, or should we say tangible,
Right.
it can also be a spiritual. And Psalms 42, 1 and 2 says, the psalmist's soul pants for God like a deer for flowing streams and thirsts for the living God, while flesh faints in yearning as in a dry and weary land. Psalm 63, 1 says, the soul becomes consumed with longing for God's rule. Now, if we're, like I said, we're talking about love sickness, we're talking about how it affects us, not only physically, but even spiritually. So if we look at theologically, which is also, it is a uh, term within the Christian community. Theology is the study of God. And so theological commentary emphasizes that love sickness is a sickness experienced when someone dear and precious is absent, especially when a wedge separates the love. Though in scripture, spiritual dimension, this love sickness exists between the lover's soul and Christ, caused by sin. So sin can separate us from God,
Right. On truth.
from our one true love. So that's what it's talking about with our spiritual love that we have from Christ. Now, does that mean that God will, completely abandon us? No, He doesn't abandon us. It's just that it separates. It can separate or hinder our relationship with Him. Rather than pathological, this condition is natural and reasonable. The more excellent and loving the object of love, the more intense that love should be. So I'm gonna read it again. Rather than pathological, this condition is natural and reasonable. So it can be a natural and reasonable experience. Love sickness. The more excellent and lovely the object of love, the more intense that love should be. Love sickness for Christ is presented as evidence of spiritual health, transforming what might seem like emotional weakness into a mark of genuine or further references. The remaining biblical passage reinforces this theme of intense spiritual longing. The soul longs and faints for God's works. Psalms 84:2, consumed with longing for God's rule. Psalm 119, verse 20, and stretching out hands towards God as a parched land. So that's things that the Bible has to say about love sickness. Are there examples of love sickness in the Bible? Well, we already just shared one was the Song of Solomon
Mhm.
is one. The Bible does speak of love sickness. As I already stated in uh, Song of Solomon, chapter 3, it talks about her roaming through the street. Her heart awakens to her beloved knock, but when she opens the door, he has vanished. Her soul fails her as she calls out to him in vain. Beyond romantic love, the Bible portrays spiritual longings using similar language of physical yearning. So it uses image, as we already said, deer are flowing. Um, ah, the psalmist describes the soul panting for God like a deer for flowing streams, thirsting for the living God. And of course, there is other references. So yes, the Bible does talk about lovesickness. The Bible also narrates, includes historical examples of intense romantic attachment. We can find that in Jacob's love for Rachel in Genesis 29:20. David grieves over Jonathan. David and Jonathan had a very special
They
friendship.
were besties.
They was best friends, and you can find that in 2 Samuel verses 126. What are the psychological effects of love sickness? So the reason that I'm going through this, some might be listening and be like, okay, so people are a little deep or
Mhm.
whatever. But I'm thinking of people that might be experiencing something and not understanding,
Mhm.
you know,
Right.
um, like again, our our season is on love. Valentine's Day is coming up, and some might be reflecting, why haven't I found my
Mhm.
one true love? What is wrong with me? I've been experiencing things in relationship.
Mhm.
And so I'm just, going over. to help somebody that maybe this
Going through some.
that maybe something here can resonate or answer a question that you might have or, an emotional or psychological or something that you're going through
Right.
that might be like, "Okay, that explains a little bit of
About
maybe
why.
what I'm experiencing." So, like I said, when I began to look at this, to research this, my views of lovesickness was totally different. I thought it was all negative.
Mhm.
And, but there is some positive, effects of
Yes,
having
there.
lovesickness. So, what are the psychological effects of love? Lovesickness involves a constellation of physical and emotional responses rooted in the neurochemistry of romantic attraction. So, it of a physical emotion response rooted in the neurochemistry. So, this is again psychologically. The experience manifests as physical weakness and disorientation stemming from intense attraction and infatuation.
Mhm.
So again, see, there's a fine line of to me, love, lovesick,
Mhm.
infatuation,
Mhm.
and obsession. There's different things.
Mhm.
And they all can affect you different.
Right.
Love sickness is what we're talking about going into. Love is you can be like, I love somebody, you can
Mhm.
feel the love. I don't think love has how can I describe this? Oh, I'm trying to think here. See, I'm trying to work how I'm gonna word it.
Mhm.
Because I think love sickness, as we're getting into and looking at, it has a lot more we're talking about the physical, and I know love can,
Mhm.
but I think psychologically, I think it's different.
Right.
It might not be as intense as love sick
Okay.
psychologically,
Right.
if that makes sense. Obsession, you're constantly just obsessed with that person.
Right.
It's an obsession. Just you're constantly thinking about them.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction, and it's not healthy.
Right.
Obsession is not healthy. It could lead to stalking the person, even when the person could be rejecting you, could be telling you, "Okay, I'm sorry, I just wanna be friends. I'm not interested." But you're just obsessed with them. It's all you think about. Where love is a more healthier anything that more or less paralyzes
Becomes an idol.
becomes an idol, but I'm even keeping it
Mhm.
yes, spiritually, but I'm also keeping it for non-spiritual.
Mhm.
Anything that becomes to where it paralyzes you to where you can't
Right.
function, you become a prisoner to or a slave to. Meaning, even with your spouse or your partner, fiance, whoever,
Mhm.
um, if it is becoming obsession is you're just that's it. That's all they are in your world. You wake up, you always think whatever you think, you breathe, you eat, you sleep. That's not to me,
Mhm.
I don't think that's healthy
Right.
because then you are becoming it's just paralyzes you.
Right.
That's all you're thinking about. But I understand in a relationship that yes, there can be a healthy side of it. That it's like when I'm working
Mhm.
and I could be like, okay, I wonder, what Betty's. I wonder if she's all right. I
Right.
wonder, I missed her, but I'm still at work, able to do my job
Exactly.
to where I'm not just sitting there being like, oh, Nettie, I wonder what she's doing.
Right. That would be
It's
the unhealthy
that's the
obsession.
unhealthy obsession.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the healthy
Then there's
where
the
you
healthy.
think about her all the time, but
It's sort of like,
and can't wait to see her again, but
yeah, it's sort of like
you can still function in the world.
it's sort of like pray without ceasing. That
Right.
doesn't mean that we're on our knees praying 24/7.
Right.
It's you go about your life, but you're having thoughts of, you're praying for somebody or, you're praying.
Somebody
Yeah,
pops in your head, you pray for them.
yeah,
Something good happens, you thank God. Something bad happens, you ask him for help.
yeah. Right,
It doesn't have to be a continual on your knees.
right. And infatuated can be kind of tricky because you can think it's love, but it's really an infatuation.
Mhm.
It's just like sometimes you can maybe think, oh, they're out of my league, but they're interested in me, and
Mhm.
or It's just something about them. It could be a physical appearance, it could be that you're just infatuated.
Right.
It's not true love. It's not necessarily an obsession. Um,
And that
it's an infatuation.
that's when I wanna go back to, at this point, Corinthians 13. Are they patient?
Right.
Ask yourself, are they patient? Are they kind? Are they self-seeking?
Mhm.
Help
Did it
me out.
do they keep any record of
Do they
wrong?
keep record of
Do they keep
wrongs?
bringing up your past, your faults, your shortcomings, your mistakes?
Right.
It's yeah, what we
Do
get
they epitomize 2 Corinthians 13 to you?
right.
That, and only someone can do that if they're in Christ,
Mhm.
because otherwise our self is gonna get in the way and they're not gonna be this,
Right. Yes. Yes. It like I said, and like Julie
and
s
let you know, is it really love or is it infatuation
right, or obsession.
or obsession?
Um, and again, if you go back and watch, um our 1st and 2nd episode of season 2, and we talk about First Corinthians 13, and I'm just gonna tell, again, remind everybody, First Corinthians chapter 13 is what the epitome of love is, and actually is the definition and should be the rule, the guide, the map,
That's
whatever
why it's there.
whatever you want to call it to base
Mhm.
your love experience on.
Right,
So if you're in a relationship and
you're feeling lovesick.
you're feeling lovesick or you wanna know, is this obsession? Is this infatuation? Is it codependency?
Mhm.
Let that be compare I'm gonna challenge our listeners. I'm gonna challenge you to look at your relationship, look at your marriage, and compare First Corinthians chapter 13, look through First Corinthians chapter 13, and see if there's anything lacking of love according to the love chapter of First Corinthians 13 in your marriage, in your relationship.
Before you marry.
And before you start finding fault and pointing it at your significant other or your spouse,
Mhm. Ask yourself, "What you
ask
are?
yourself first, am I lacking any of these in this relationship?
Am I patient? Am
First,
I kind?"
yeah, examine yourself, examine your own heart, examine
Mhm.
your own soul. Am I lacking any of these? Before you go and remember, love doesn't point out mistakes and failures of another.
Mhm.
So don't present it to your other and say, this is what you're lacking. This is what you're doing wrong. No, check yourself first.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yourself. So let me go on here quickly. Okay, going into the psychological. Yes, beyond these psychological markers, love sickness creates a distinctive emotional state. So it can, being lovesick can create a distinctive emotional state. It can affect us psychologically, affect us physically, emotionally. Affections and desires become so powerful, directed towards the beloved, that individuals experience an overwhelming sense of being at love's mercy, constantly thinking of the other person, recalling shared moments, and feelings emotionally flooded by these bittersweet thoughts. The condition carries what might seem paradoxical
Paradox.
paradoxical. While love sickness presents genuine challenges, it ultimately proves beneficial rather than harmful. That's what stuck out for me. So it can, being love sick, can produce benefit. Importantly, love sickness differs fundamentally from emotional damage caused by betrayal or mistreatment. Hurtful romantic experiences inflict pain through betrayal, indifference, mistreatment,
Mm.
often lodging in the heart and generating negative consequences like identity questioning, bitterness, anger, depression, or anxiety.
Been there.
Love sickness, by contrast, represents a healthy response to genuine connection. I'm just looking
Maybe
here.
unconditional love.
Here you are with your unconditional love. The intensity of love sickness serves as a constructive purpose. Here's how it serves as a constructive purpose. This powerful emotional state creates a healthy desperation for the beloved that overcomes ordinary obstacles to loving well, personal selfishness, laziness, insecurity, and pride. Understanding lovesickness as a natural temporary phase rather than a pathological condition allows individuals to embrace it as part of deepening relational bonds rather than resisting it as something to be
So if you're a Christian, how do you cope with love?
right. So, as Christians, how can you feel the love? The search results frame love sickness for Christ not as a weakness to overcome, but as a spiritual reality Christians should cultivate and understand. This perspective transforms how believers approach their emotional and spiritual. Go ahead, Joey.
Authentic devotion to Christ transcends emotional circumstances. It pursues him during his apparent absence, just as it rejoices when his presence feels tangible. When we can feel Christ's presence, we feel love. But there are times in our lives where we feel like there's a wall. And usually there's a wall because we've built it or we've walked away from him. But authentic devotion to Christ transcends emotional circumstances. It pursues him during, oh, I just read that, sorry. This matters because longing for Christ is entirely reasonable. If we experience such intensity for imperfect human relationships, how much more fitting that our deepest yearning should be for the infinitely excellent Creator.
Rather than dismissing this ache as spiritual immaturity, love sickness for Christ actually signals spiritual health. It indicates that your heart is rightly oriented. Practically, Christians cope by anchoring themselves in a heavenly perspective. Developing a longing for heaven provides essential perspectives for managing present pressures and difficulties. This isn't escapism. Those generally focused on eternity possess the strongest motivation to serve faithfully here and now. Go ahead. You want to read the
Mhm.
last note, please?
Your love for Christ finds expression through thousands of small, deliberate choices and how you listen to others, forgive, serve, and allocate your time and resources, rather than occasional emotional peaks.
Hmm.
This practical outworking sustains affection during seasons when feelings fluctuate. Finally, recognize the battle for your heart. Your tendency to wander toward competing loves requires constant vigilance. This is not a battle won, but one once, but faced daily. The longing itself, that sick feeling for Christ's presence, becomes evidence that Christ's love for you is genuine and powerful enough to create such deep desire within you. It's like I said before, we each have a desire to love and be loved. It's the core of our being. So how could our creator not be love?
Right. Exactly. So let's quickly move on here. So last is how can I overcome unrequited love biblically? Overcoming unrequited love biblically involves redirecting your emotional energy towards God while protecting yourself from destructive thought patterns. Now, I know we're talking about how can I overcome unrequited love biblically, but this is applying to even, physical for your relationship. So redirecting your emotional energy towards God. This is, of course, this is speaking biblically, but I think it's also important for the person
Mhm.
that you are upstick over
Right.
while protecting yourself from destructive thought patterns. See, that's what we talked about before. Is that's what I was saying about obsession, infatuation, and all that. As long as it doesn't bring you into like a prison, a selfless, loveless prison,
Lose yourself.
you lose yourself
Mhm.
in the pursuing of the love, even though we talked about that, what she did, but it was a healthy. We're talking about being unhealthy.
And let me just say, you're not going to find that unless it's someone who loves. You're not going to find somebody to love you like they should unless they love Jesus first.
Well, well, I agree with you and I disagree. And let me tell you why I disagree.
Okay.
Because just because the person is claiming to be a Christian,
I'm not saying claiming.
okay,
They must. If
okay,
they do, if they truly love Jesus more than anything else,
okay,
they're gonna love you the way that we're describing. They're gonna love you how you need to be loved, and
uh,
you're gonna find that, but not
right,
without Christ.
not without Christ. Even though with that, I'm going to add to the person has to be, because I do understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
but I also know of people that have been in relationships
Mhm.
in church, in Christian settings,
Right.
and the spouse has not been, um, exuding Christ's love. So
Hello, you're preaching to the choir.
right, but what I'm saying is, so I think I'm just trying to be cautious of people thinking I don't want people to misunderstand that we're just saying the only way you're gonna find real love is in Christian circles.
No, that
No, because in Christian circles,
just because I
there's a
go
lot.
out right, if I go out and sit in your garage, it doesn't make me a car,
Right,
okay?
right, right.
I'm sitting in your library, but it
Yes,
doesn't make
makes
me a
me a
book.
yes, right,
Being in church does not mean you're automatically
a
a Christian.
Christian, amen. Okay, I just
But
wanna
if
make
you
sure we're
find
getting that.
someone
Yes,
right, if you
yes,
find someone who truly loves Jesus and has a relationship with him, then you will be loved like your
yeah,
sister.
yeah. If they're yielding their life
Yeah,
to yeah, surrendering their
right.
life. Yes, okay, I just wanna make sure, you know.
That everybody understands, and that's good.
Yeah, because I know there's people that I just feel that there's people could be listening or watching this and be like, "Okay, well, I've tried people, in church, and they're not always." Yeah, and Julie has too. So I just wanted, yeah, to put that out
Yeah,
there.
I get that. Don't trust it just because they're in church. Trust
Exa
it because their fruit shows it. Their love,
Amen.
patience, peace, kindness.
Yes. Okay, I wanted to put that out there.
I get
Continuing, the foundation is recognizing
it.
that rejection doesn't define your worth. That's very important.
Mm,
The foundation is recognizing that rejection doesn't define your worth. Satan exploits this plan to convince you that you're unlovable, but sadness and disappointment are temporary experiences, not permanent identity. Love that too. You must intentionally reject these lies and replace them with God's truth. Practically, this means three things. First, out your pain to God. Put out your heart before God. Pour out your heart before God, who serves as a refuge. Second, actively move forward. Don't keep revisiting unrequited love in your thoughts. Instead, tell it goodbye and set your sights on what God has for you in the future. Confront reality about the person, and if possible, create distance since most feelings fade without ongoing exposure. Third, reframe what you've learned. Unrequited love can teach you to set aside self centeredness, let go of expectation, and grieve lost hope while opening your eyes to new possibilities. The Christian life isn't about pursuing happiness or avoiding suffering, but being transformed into Christ likeness, and deep happiness comes as a byproduct of that surrender. Biblically, in the closing of this night, biblically, weeping may last through the night, but joy comes with the morning. Psalms 30 and verse. And waiting on the Lord requires strength and courage. Your pain has purpose within God's larger work in your life. Your pain has purpose within God's larger work in your life. So, to walk away with is this week, what is one thing you can do this week to add a bit of romance to your relationship? Joy, the last one. This right here.
Okay. What can you do to build up your spouse's self-esteem this week?
Yes, or your significant other, the person, your fiance. So, what is one thing you do this week to add a bit of romance to your relationship? What can you do to build up your spouse's self esteem? Also, remember how important is mutual physical attraction in a relationship? What qualities besides physical attractiveness should be a potential marriage partner possess? That's a good one. What quality besides physical attractiveness should a potential marriage partner possess? It's not just always about the physical attraction. And also compliment your
Mhm.
spouse. It's very important. We saw that in tonight in our scripture text of how they both described each other. Um, as again, you would read through the book of Song of Solomon's, it is a very romantic and love expressed book, and how it's important they give each other compliments. They express the good qualities, characteristics in the person. Sometimes in a relationship, in our marriage even, that we can just focus on negative,
Mhm.
and we can just constantly tell our spouse what they're doing wrong. Let me challenge you this week to give compliments.
On
When
what they're doing.
Yes, when you see your spouse or your significant other that they're doing something right, mention that. "Thank you, honey." And if you get up in the morning, they have your coffee there for you. "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That means a lot to me."
Mhm.
Tell them, express to them of how much what they do matters, and bring out the compliment on how they're dressed, that they look nice, that they smell good. Just bring out all that again, the romance in the relationship. So, Julie, I know, go ahead. Anything
No, I'm good.
you wanna add?
Compliment a stranger.
Yeah,
There are times that even when you're not feeling the love yourself, if you love on somebody else that might be feeling that way too, it boosts you. It helps you to feel the love you're giving helps you to feel love. So if you're out at the store and you see a woman or a man by themselves, particularly if you're a woman, go to a woman. If you're a man, talk to a man and compliment them.
yeah.
Tell them you like their shirt.
I do that.
Or,
And I know no, I'm just saying we have to watch in our culture.
right. That's why I said man, go to a man, woman,
Yeah,
go to
but
a woman.
I have done it to women.
You
Um,
just have to gauge the moment. I was in my car
yeah,
once, and somebody beside me rolled down their window, and I rolled down mine, and he asked me how to get somewhere, and I told him it was an older man, and he didn't mean anything by it. I could tell, just you can pick up on that vibe. And we got done. I got done telling him where to go, and I was smiling, and he goes, "Thank you." And you have a beautiful smile. And
yeah,
it just kept that
yeah,
smile on my face
yeah.
for the rest of my trip.
Something like that. I've told ladies, I can tell they just walked out of a salon.
Mhm.
And
Your hair looks so
yeah, I'm like, "Oh
nice.
my goodness, her hair looks beautiful," whatever. And they're like, "Oh, thank you, I got it done."
It makes you feel good and it makes
Yeah.
them
Yeah, you don't have to be creepy, you don't and there's even times I've even went up, even to, check out, the cashier, and I say, "Hey, I don't mean to be kinda weird or creepy, I'm happily married, but I just, wanna tell you that I really, like, your shirt you have on, your outfit or
Mhm,
something." I do believe in giving compliments,
mhm,
but I do know in our culture we have to be careful,
right,
and which I think can be too overly
right,
stupid, no. But, my goodness, give somebody just love people,
mhm.
and get like you're saying,
It does
and
something to you and
yeah, and I know tonight might have been a little bit deep, but there's a reason for this and a purpose for this. And I know some it might be like, "Okay, it's a little deep, it's a little over my head," but I hope there's something that you got out of it. And the main thing takeaway is this week is to, as Julie's saying, compliment your spouse, a stranger, you know, express love. Remember,
mhm,
it's Love Month.
yeah.
Um, so well, of course, every day with Christ is love, but you know what I mean. I just have to share this real quick and we're gonna go. 1 year, my wife and I has been married for, oh my goodness.
30 something.
Okay, we got married in '94.
You
Is
want me
that
to do math
is
right
that
now?
36? This is 2006. Is that 36?
94 you said?
Yeah,
I don't
20,
know, go with it.
20, okay, anyways, 30,
Don't ask me to math on the
36
spot.
years. I know. 1 year. I didn't get her anything.
That's the year she remembers
No
most.
joke. When was the divorce over? No, I mean, it was no, we really didn't go, but it was so bad. It was a fact, and I never forgot. I'm like, "I buy you stuff all the time. I show I love you all." But she's like, "It's Valentine's Day." And I'm like, "But I show you love all year,
Right?
364 days a year." Anyways, and please,
And ladies, don't forget him either.
yeah, don't forget him either. But I'm just giving this the myth. Don't forget. They might tell you that it's not important. Okay,
So
we're
we're gonna
way over.
go.
So thank you for tuning in and listening to this. So we love you, and as always, until next time,
Be blessed.
and encourage. We love you. Now go get love sick.